So here's my opinion on Brexit. When when it first started, I was just like, well, I haven't really, don't know much about the EU. So I did a bit of research, and it's just like, and what I basically got from it was, an organisation that organised deals between different countries, and so like trade and laws and stuff. So it's just like, okay, so let's hear some arguments on why we should leave the EU. And they were bad. And I mean bad. Like, some of them, even then I was just like, yeah, no, that's obviously a lie, or they kept some portion of the truth out to make their point even stronger, like that whole thing about like how much money we paid to the EU, and they never mentioned how much money we got from the EU. And it's just like, their lies were so blatant and obvious that it's just like, I'm not even gonna bother looking more into it, because if your standpoint is so weak that you need to resort to lying to make your standpoint stronger, then that's just saying to me that there's no reason why I should back you up. And it wasn't confirmed, and I didn't know 100% they were lies. I just had a very strong suspicion that they weren't telling the truth, or keeping some parts of the truth out of their arguments. And it has come out now that we have found out that some of them were lying, and that they are actually going on trial for it. Now, in my opinion, I think we should have a revote with their lies being exposed, because those lies could have been a selling point for a lot of people. But I don't think we can do that, because it's already been like confirmed that we're leaving the EU. So I don't think we can do that at this point in time anymore. So the night before, all the votes and everything had come out, I was pretty sure like we would stay in the EU, because I knew it would probably be close, and it was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. And who would blame the EU person, like the head spokesperson, for leaving the EU, for that he was gonna lose? So yeah, there's that. Also, on that night, he said if there was like 47% wanting to leave the EU and 53% wanting to stay in the EU, then like they surely would fight for another revote, because that's too close. Yet, as soon as he found out he won, he just completely abandoned that mentality, even though the actual percentages were closer than what he stated there. But moving on. When the votes came through, I took a little while to just be like, well, we're fucked. And then when I got over that, I saw that the weight for the British pound was dropping. And then I went back to the coin and was like, we're fucked, because while it can be good for like big exporting places like China or Japan or wherever, we can't export that much, so that it would be really bad for us. And if it dropped too low, it would be devastating for us. But I have gone over that now, and if you want to hear what my opinion on what we should do now is, I think we need to work together to make it so that we get the best possible outcome from this situation. And bear in mind, not once in this video or ever have I said that leaving the EU was gonna completely destroy like England or wherever. And And you know, it's just like I do think a lot of good can come out of this, and we can be stronger by leaving the EU. Emphasis on can. It was a very risky choice before the EU referendum, but now it looks like, now that we have a bit more information on who would be willing to trade with us and we have a better idea of what could happen in the future, it is starting to look like it could be a really good thing for us. But we're never gonna like be as good as we can unless we just all just suck it up and get on with it. You know, try to get the best deal we can out of this. And if we can't do that, and if we can't work together, then no matter what, England is not going to do well. I think Sargon of a card. I can't remember exactly what his name is. 1 minute, let me just itchy nose. Let me just check. Wait for it to load. Yeah, Sargon of a card like made a really good argument, and he he did a really good argument for it, and you know, I agree with him quite a bit on like some of the stuff he says.
This is seismic with David Cameron resigning and
Pause
the European Union, the Commission,
Pause.
the head of the Commission.
Pause. There we go. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Just, it can be good, but we need to work. We need to work together and to make the most of this opportunity. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for anybody.